Hey there, how's it going? It is your muscle building coach, Lee Hayward, and in this video I'm going to take you through a complete back workout that you can do at home using nothing more than a set of dumbbells and an adjustable bench. And this is part of a brand new workout series that I'm putting together covering dumbbell workouts for all your major muscle groups. Now, if you haven't already done so, make sure to go back and check out my previous video. That one covers dumbbell exercises for the chest. I'll have a link to it up in the cards if you want to go check that one out. But in this one, we're going to cover a complete back workout that you can do at home using nothing more than dumbbells and a bench. And the first exercise of the workout is the chest-supported dumbbell row. Now, I really like this one because it's a very strict and isolated rowing movement, and it's a good one to start your back workout with in order to pre-exhaust the back muscles and to kind of get that mind-muscle connection and muscle activation going right from the start. You see, one of the problems a lot of guys have with their back workouts is they have a hard time really feeling the back work and flex and contract as they're doing their repetitions, because the back is kind of it's a strange body part because you can't see it as you're working it. You have to rely on that kinesthetic feeling of flexing and squeezing and contracting the muscles. And unless you've done it before, it's really hard to develop that. So what I want you to do is focus on using light weight. Just really squeeze and contract your back. I mean, you can even practice this now in your chair as you're sitting down watching this. Just pull your elbows back and focus on squeezing and contracting your back by pulling your elbows as far back as you can while squeezing your back. That's the feeling you want to get each time you do a repetition of this chest-supported dumbbell row. So really go through the motions, exaggerate that squeeze, hold that peak contraction for a second at the top of each repetition, and focus on pre-exhausting your back with this exercise before we move into some of the more power exercises that we'll be doing later on. So for this one, 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions, start off light and increase the weight with each set, but always do so while maintaining good form and really getting that good squeeze throughout the back. Now the next exercise is the chest-supported reverse dumbbell fly. And we're doing this one for the same reason that we did the other one. We want a nice, strict, and isolated exercise that's going to work the rear delts, the traps, and all the muscles along the upper back. And again, this is a very strict movement. You're not going to be able to lift a lot of weight with this one. It's one of those movements where a little weight goes a long way. Right here, I'm using 15-pound dumbbells, and I have to be honest, it was a struggle. I could have probably gotten away with 10-pound dumbbells and did just as well. Because when you really focus on holding that peak contraction at the top of each rep, that's going to burn and contract the back like crazy. So err on the side of lighter weight for this one and really strict form. Another tip that I want to give you is when you're doing a reverse fly, keep your hands up high. And what I mean by that is some people tend to do the fly and they pull their hands back towards the middle of their back. What I want you to do is, as you're doing that fly motion, keep your hands up towards the sides of your head. And this is going to help to activate the rear delts, the traps, and more of the upper back. Right? We did the lower back area with the dumbbell row. Now we want to focus on the upper back area with the reverse dumbbell fly. And moving on in the workout, we're going to do some pull-ups, and this is one of the best back exercises you can do. Now, I know technically it's not a dumbbell exercise, but if you're serious about your workouts, you'll find a way to do pull-ups. Whether you have a pull-up bar like I have here, or you rig one up somehow, or you get one of those doorway pull-up bars. Bottom line, get yourself a pull-up bar so that you can do this as part of your workout routine. Now, what I want you to do is focus on using a full range of motion and simply doing as many repetitions as you can. Now, if you're not strong enough to do a full pull-up, I made a video earlier explaining some variations that you can do to build up your strength so that you can actually build up to doing your very first bodyweight pull-up. And if you need to, you can check out that pull-up beginner video that I made. I'll have a link to it up in the cards as well as down in the video description below. And now we're going to do the one-arm dumbbell row. And this is a great exercise to really add some mass to your back. Now, from a mechanical point of view, this exercise is very similar to the chest-supported dumbbell row that we did earlier, but because we're doing one arm rows, you're going to be able to lift more weight per arm because you're focusing on each side independently. And doing this exercise in a standing position also allows you to generate a bit more force and power because you can bring in more supporting muscles to help assist the exercise. So it's a great power variation and a good one to do to help add some mass to your back. And to get the most out of single limb exercises like this, I recommend that you take a minute break in between each side. So do a set for your right side, take a minute break, do a set for your left side, take a minute break, do a set for your right side. And by doing that, you're going to feel stronger and be able to get more total repetitions done. Another little tip that's going to help you is when you're doing single limb exercises like this, if you find that there is a muscle imbalance between your left and right sides, start with your weaker side first and then make sure to do the exact same number of repetitions for your stronger side afterwards. And by doing this, it's going to help to ensure equal development between the left and right sides. And to finish off the workout, we're going to do some dumbbell deadlifts. Now, I have to be honest, I don't like dumbbell deadlifts. If you have access to a barbell, then do barbell deadlifts instead. The only reason I'm doing this with dumbbells is because I want to keep with my whole dumbbell back workout theme, and it kind of wouldn't make sense for me to be doing a barbell deadlift when this is titled a dumbbell back workout. But from a practical point of view, the barbell deadlift is a superior exercise. Now, with that being said, if you only have dumbbells available, then make use of dumbbells. You can still do the same exercise, but you're not going to be able to lift as heavy with it. It's going to be a little bit more awkward, and you'll want to do it for higher repetitions. So that's why I'm saving it for the end of the workout when your back is already pre-exhausted and fatigued from all the other exercises. Now you can do the deadlifts, do them for higher repetitions. I recommend, at least 15 reps per set. And just really go through the motions with this movement to work the overall back of the body. Now, an optional exercise that you can do is the Superman back extension. And this is a great exercise that's going to work the entire posterior chain, really focusing on the spinal erectors. And this is a good one to help strengthen your core. So if you feel that you want a bit more work for the lower back area, this is a good one to do. And all you have to do is lay belly down, extend your arms and legs outwards, and lift your arms and lift your legs off the ground and really focus on squeezing your hamstrings, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your lower back, and trying to lift all your muscles up and just kind of pivot right there on your belly button area, right around your midsection. That's the only part that should be touching the ground. And this is a challenging exercise. It's a lot harder than what it looks. And it's a great one to really work that whole posterior chain back of the body. So if you need a bit of extra work for your back, try the Superman back extension. Do at least 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions, and to make this exercise harder, simply hold the peak contraction for longer. The longer you hold it, the harder it's going to be, and the more you're going to work. And to finish it off, I'm going to do a little post-workout posing because I just want to kind of see where I'm at in terms of my development and my fat loss. I mean, I can see the muscles starting to fill out again. I still got a little bit of excess body fat there right around that lower back area that I'm working on losing. And over the next several months, I want to focus on tightening that area up and getting back into my peak shape. And who knows, I may very well make a comeback to the bodybuilding stage as a Masters over 40 competitor. But we'll see how that goes.
And there you go, a complete back workout that you can do at home using just dumbbell exercises and bodyweight exercises. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback about this, please feel free to post those down in the comment section below, and I will chat with you down there. And if you'd like to get more workout resources, workouts that you can do at the gym, at home, total body, bodybuilding split routines, conditioning, strength, power training, all that kind of stuff, then make sure to download the Total Fitness Bodybuilding app. It's available for both Apple as well as Android devices, and it is like having a complete training resource with you 24/7 right on your smartphone. So if you haven't already done so, make sure to download the Total Fitness Bodybuilding app, and stay tuned for my next video coming soon. Take care. Over and out.